plaintiff, Cassandra Parkman, says she and the defendant were close friends until Cassandra got engaged and the defendant broke the news to Cassandra's brother, taking that special moment away from her. Cassandra is suing her former friend for the cost of a dining room table. Defendant Yvette Johansson insists she did not intentionally tell Cassandra's brother about her engagement. He simply overheard a conversation she was having with her boyfriend. Yvette insists she tried to return the table to Cassandra, but she never came to get it.
Tell me what's going on.
Your Honor, I've always been a friend to Yvette, to the point where when she thought her boyfriend was cheating on her, and she called me at 2:30 in the morning, I got out of bed, I looked up the address of his ex-girlfriend, and we went to the house to see if he was there. We drove around to different seedy motels trying to find him, to find out he was really where he said he was. That was the kind of friendship that we had.
Whose house?
Her house.
No, not my house. No. Not my house.
I don't believe that either.
No.
Go ahead.
Okay, in May of this year, our friendship came to an end. My fiance asked me to marry him, and I was really excited. I hadn't had a chance to tell my family yet. Yvette had called me, and I told her the news, and I asked her to be in my wedding, and she agreed. And then I said to her, don't tell anybody, because I haven't had a chance to say anything. The next day, when I was able to get a message to my brother, I said to him, I need to talk to you. And he said, I already know. Big Mouth Yvette already told me you're getting married. That took that moment away from us. My father's never really been in our lives, so my brother's the one who's going to walk me down the aisle. And that was something that should have been between a brother and a sister.
No, you wanted to tell
And
him.
that got taken away from us. And he was very upset. I was very upset. It caused a fight between the two of us. That was on May 7th. I was so upset I didn't feel like I should say anything at that time. I wanted to wait to calm down. So the following day, I sent her a message telling her how I felt about what she did. And I got, what the ever, you're being a... And I'm like, for what? I was very careful.
Do you have
in my
your text message to
I have
her?
my text messages and her
Let me
text
see.
messages.
Ma'am, let me hear from you.
That's not how it all happened.
Tell me.
Actually, I believe that she's getting revenge. My boyfriend and I were having a conversation in my home, in my bedroom. Her brother had walked in as I was talking to my boyfriend about her getting married. It is not my fault that her brother overheard me. He works for my boyfriend. So he was coming in from work. They don't knock because they're employees. And he goes, who's getting married? And I said, I call Cassandra CJ. I have, since I've known her. I said, CJ is. And he goes, what? And he's like, I'm like, you didn't know? She didn't tell you? I kind of figured she would tell you because you're her family before she would tell me.
That's not how it was told to me.
Hold on, ma'am. She was very restrained in her message to you. I can't begin to tell you how upset I truly am. I had plans to sit down with my brother, and my brother was very upset that he did not find out straight from me. This was a moment that should have been between a sister and a brother, and you took that away from us. I no longer feel that I can trust you not to say anything, especially since I told you that I wasn't telling anyone yet. I hope your life works out for you, and maybe in the future we can talk again.
But I didn't.
And your response is, what the ever?
Because I didn't direct it to her brother. I was talking to my boyfriend.
She did
in
not
my
get
home.
rude or go off on you or curse you. She's the one that should have been doing the cursing. Go ahead.
Okay, so that brings us to the situation to why we're here for my dining room table. I had bought a dining room table because originally I moved out from my mother's house, and I ended up moving back in because my mother is very sick. This past Thanksgiving, I had family come up from Texas because my mother is ill. We all wanted to be around, and we brought the table to my brother's house to be used. Yvette had asked to borrow the dining room table itself, not the chairs. She didn't need them, just the table, so that she may serve her boyfriend's family for Christmas dinner. And I said, not a problem. around the 23rd of December, Yvette and her daughter came and picked up the table from my brother's house and put it in the back of her boyfriend's truck and took it. I was supposed to get the table back within a week of her taking it. It's 6 months later, I haven't gotten my table back.
Yeah.
On numerous times, I have called Cassandra and asked her if she wanted the table. I called her.
She said she didn't want it?
She asked me if I could hang on to it and hold on to it, which we did. I had a 1-bedroom apartment, and so we stuck it in our basement. When we moved,
Where is it at now?
it's in my old apartment, still in the basement, which my landlord.
You left it?
Your Honor,
Well,
she
no,
moved
I
and left
have
my
nowhere
table in
to
the
put it.
basement.
That's what I'm hearing.
I have nowhere to put it in my new apartment, and I had specified to Cassandra that we would bring
When
it
did
to
you
her
move?
house
When
May
did you
1st, which her brother helped me move. We were going to bring it to her house, and when I had contacted her, she was out of state.
No,
her
I
brother
wasn't.
was willing
Hold
to help
on.
me
She was
bring
out
it
of
to
state
her
from
house.
May 1st through.
She was. After that, she hadn't talked to me about the table or anything until we got a phone call stating that she was suing me for the table.
So you haven't spoken to her about the table since when?
Since probably May 1st, May 2nd.
Your Honor, if you go to the second page of the text messages, you'll see on May 22nd, let's see, actually at the bottom of the first page, May 21st, I sent her a text message telling her I expected to hear about my table shortly. On the top of the second page, we haven't had time to go get it yet, sorry, but we work all day long. And that's a slam towards me because I am currently a displaced worker.
May 22nd.
Honestly, I don't remember talking to her.
I know you don't.
But no, it might have been my boyfriend talking to her from my
Here's
cell
the text
phone.
says, you will get it. That's May 22nd. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
You had numerous times to come get the table. You know, we both have full-time jobs. You sit at home and do nothing but collect unemployment.
I'm glad you seem to think so, and
Yeah,
you
you
seem to
do.
know
You
what
do nothing.
everything I do in my life.
Because you
I wish
tell
you
me.
the best. Have
Yeah.
fun divorcing the current husband you have while you're living with your new boyfriend. Okay.
And your point is
Good
what?
luck. Have fun.
What?
And you
What?
want to make
At least
dig
I have
at
a
me?
life. I have a life. You don't.
I don't
you
have
sit
a
at home
life?
and do nothing.
I'm glad you think so.
You do.
I'm
And
a
your brother
full-time
wasn't
college
upset
student.
because the next day
Would
he
you like
came
to
over
see the
and told
messages?
me.
Yeah, you know what? That's
Yeah,
fine.
and
You
then
can
they
think
laugh
that
about
all
it
you
at
want.
home. They laugh about it at my house.
I'm glad
they
you
both,
say that.
He walked in and said, "Good luck in Chicago."
I'm glad you.
Yeah, he did.
That's great. I'll be
He
seeing
talks
my
about it.
$730.
Yeah,
for my
whatever.
table. Have a great life.
Whatever.